The point is that I don't think it's accurate to say that women are a monolith and they are only voting for BJP, because it's not. I mean, Mamata Banerjee is a classic example. The 2021 assembly election, a large part of her victory was because of the women vote. Women voted for Siddaramaiah and the Congress and their guarantees just, a year ago in Karnataka. Stalin has made the women vote a particularly important part of the DMK. So to say that the women vote is a monolith and just votes for the BJP, that may not be accurate as well.
Absolutely right, Saka. There's no doubt Mamata Banerjee's victory in the 2021 assembly election can be attributed quite significantly to the extra women votes that the Trinamool Congress got on the strength of what is called the Lakshmi Bhandar, which was 500 rupees a month, which has now been raised to about 1,000 rupees a month. Now, while all the regional parties have actually gone out of their way to woo women voters, I think it's important to recognize how it started and why Mr. Modi has a certain advantage on that. Nalin did mention the historical antecedents of this, but actually the first time the BJP was made conscious of the importance of women voters was in the election of 1991, where based on pure anecdotal evidence, they discovered that the Ram factor was a very important point in Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, etc., and Rajasthan. Now, it was Modi, after the Gujarat the Kutch earthquake of 2001, who for the first time put in that provision that the houses which are being reconstructed with government help will now, the title deeds will belong to the women of the family. That was actually the beginning, and subsequently various programs have been charted out. So Modi in particular has been an important driving force. The problem which often arises is that who takes proprietorship of many of these welfare programs on the ground? And that's where there's a big competition going on about what Modi has alluded to often, what's called the sticker program. Naveen Patnaik and Mamata Banerjee have been accused of actually taking central schemes and putting stickers to it and, making them their own. So these are issues which are there. But overall, a pro-women image for the Prime Minister has been a great boon. And especially in a national election, he seemed to be actually someone whose interests are quite squarely with women voters and with people.
Clyde Crasto of the Sharad Pawar NCP is with us. Clyde, namaste. Thank you for joining us. I didn't introduce you earlier because you're not sure. Pawan Verma ji is also there. In Maharashtra, the voter base is nearly 50-50, if you were to say male and female voters in Maharashtra. Now, this is critical because 48 seats and everybody believes they are in with a chance. INDA Alliance believes you'll win at least 26, 27 seats. Contrary, the other side, the NDA believes they will win 35 seats. Everybody is in with a chance. How critical is the Mahila vote there in Maharashtra? And do they vote above caste lines? I know in the past, Pawar Sahib has enjoyed a lot of confidence amongst the women voters in Maharashtra. Yeah.
Namaste Anand, namaste to everyone there in the studio and across the screen. Anand, there are a couple of points that I'd like to make. You made a very good point, Zaka made a good point, even Smita ji made a good point. Now what you said was, now you just said that Pawar Sahib also has a good connect with the women voters. At the same time, it's not just Modi ji, there are a lot of leaders across the country who have a very good connect with the women voters. So I'm thinking it's not just that the percentage increase that you are talking about. Fair enough, you've done your survey and everything, but there is a large section of women who vote for other leaders also. Then Zaka mentioned about it's not a monolith that women are only going to vote for Modi ji. It's also Mamata Banerjee's example he cited. So these are very important factors. Also, what Smita ji mentioned was very valid point. She said was whether women are actually concerned about हमारे घर में grain कहाँ से धान्य कहाँ से आएगा या the Ujjwala Yojana. But you also have to remember there's a large section of the urban women voters for them also a lot of things matter. I mean, if the fuel prices go up, I mean, for them, the petrol prices or diesel prices also matter because they are traveling, they have their own cars. So if the fuel prices go up, they also, it pinch their pocket. At the same time, even if gas prices go up, some of the women are paying for their own. I mean, they are out there taking care of themselves. I mean, it's a matter of pride that these women are doing whatever they're doing for the country. So a lot of these issues do matter, and if it's going to affect them, that's where the question of whether they want to vote for the incumbent government, because a lot of areas where the prices have gone up and it affects them.
Here's the thing.
Secondly, one more point I would like to make,
Okay.
Anand, here is that
Okay, please complete. Then
one more point is that the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana we've been talking about. Yes, a lot of houses have been built, but there's also a report. I mean, it's an official report that I've read, which says that in many states, the funds that were allocated from the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana have not been used. They've not built the amount of homes that were supposed to build, and those funds have to be taken to other states like Uttar Pradesh and used there. So a lot of these issues, I'm not here now, the elections are over.
no, but
we are
here
going
is
to in
here is
10,
the thing,
11
Clyde.
hours,
I'm just
we're going to
making,
know
I'm
what
just
is going to
parking
happen.
one point there, that the number is 47% of preference this time around compared to 36. So there is a 53% that's voted elsewhere, and that may be the regional parties, but the number and the trend shows that the number of people gravitating to the Congress is lesser. It's actually shrinking. The Congress's share of the women vote, of the OBC vote is shrinking. And why that is critical is that the Congress is in the maximum number of direct fights with the BJP. Even in this election, it's 181 seats. So for the opposition or the INDI alliance to claim 295 seats, the Congress has to get 120 seats. And if they are not the preferred party with the OBC, with the Mahila, and we'll come to youth in just a bit, then how are you getting to that number? And that's the big problem. The person who's supposed to shoulder is not. The engine itself is not firing. So बाकी सब काम करके कोई फायदा नहीं है is what we are trying to objectively say, not on the basis of a rap sound.